Let's talk about something that will completely change the way you see romantic attraction. Most men have this idea totally upside down, and it's quietly ruining their chances without them even realizing it. They believe love is about big romantic moves, perfectly timed messages, or saying all the right things at the right moment. But in reality, attraction doesn't work that way at all. The truth is far more predictable, and once you understand it, everything starts to make sense. Imagine this. Two men meet the same woman at the same party. The first guy gives her non-stop attention, compliments her constantly, and starts planning their imaginary future together within an hour. The second guy? He has a short but engaging chat, makes her laugh, and then politely excuses himself to mingle with others. Fast forward a few months. Who do you think she's still thinking about when she's lying awake at night? It's not the guy who gave her everything up front. The difference comes down to basic human psychology. See, women don't fall in love the same way men do. A man's attraction can ignite instantly. It's like flipping a switch. But for most women, attraction builds like a slow-burning flame. It deepens over time through specific psychological triggers. The first trigger is called the scarcity principle. It simply means we value what isn't easy to get. When something is always available, we stop seeing it as special. Think about it. The job you had to interview for multiple times probably felt more rewarding than the one that hired you right away. Or how the restaurant with a waiting list always feels more exciting than the empty one next door. The same thing happens in relationships. If a man is always free, always replying instantly, and never has his own plans, he's basically signaling that his time doesn't hold much value. But a man who has a busy, purpose-driven life, one filled with goals, hobbies, and boundaries, automatically feels more attractive. His time is limited, which makes it valuable. Now, that doesn't mean playing hard to get or being cold. It just means living a genuinely full life. When you're busy with passions that excite you, your attention becomes something worth earning. Not because you're withholding it, but because you're simply living with purpose. The second principle is called investment theory. We naturally care more about the things we put effort into. That's why people feel attached to an old car they've worked on for years, or why that one trip you planned for months holds a special place in your heart. In attraction, this means the more effort a woman invests in getting to know you, the more emotionally connected she becomes. Most men make the mistake of doing all the chasing, all the planning, and all the emotional work. But the truth is, when she invests too little, she values it less. Instead, create small moments for her to invest in you. Ask her opinion on something important. Let her choose the restaurant. Have her show you something she's passionate about. The more energy she invests, the more emotionally tied she feels, even if it's subtle. The third key factor is mystery and curiosity. Human brains hate unfinished stories. When everything is revealed too soon, curiosity dies. But when there's something left to discover, interest stays alive. If you tell her your entire life story on the first date, there's nothing left for her to explore. But if you reveal small parts of yourself gradually, she starts wondering what's next. What else is beneath the surface? This doesn't mean hiding things or being secretive. It just means letting your personality unfold naturally. Let her discover you over time. The fourth concept is emotional contrast. People need variety to feel alive. We understand joy better after sadness, and we appreciate peace more after chaos. The same applies in relationships. Constant positivity can feel flat over time. The most magnetic relationships have ups and downs, calm and excitement, humor and depth. You want moments of connection mixed with light teasing, deep talks balanced with laughter, closeness followed by space. This emotional rhythm keeps everything engaging and real. Now, let's address the big mistake most men make, trying to convince women to like them with logic. They start listing reasons they make a great boyfriend, like they're giving a job interview. But attraction doesn't grow from reasoning, it's emotional. Women don't fall for what you say about yourself. They fall for how they feel when they're around you. So ask yourself, when she's with you, does she feel alive, curious, seen, and appreciated? The most attractive men don't perform to impress. They create moments where women impress themselves by sparking laughter, excitement, and genuine self-expression. Another major element is leadership, but not the controlling kind. True leadership in relationships is about taking initiative and creating positive experiences. Don't constantly ask, "What do you want to do?" Instead say, "Let's check out that new place I found." Confidence and direction are deeply attractive because they show competence and reliability, as long as it comes from care, not ego. Timing matters. Many men either rush too fast or move too slow. Moving too quickly makes her feel pressured before she's emotionally invested. Moving too slow lands you in the friend zone. The key is to match her pace while gently guiding things forward. Watch her signals. Is she reaching out more, opening up, or making time for you? When she does, it's safe to reciprocate with a little more emotional depth. Then there's challenge, not in a game-playing way, but in how you bring out her best. When you hold standards and genuinely appreciate her intelligence, values, or character, not just her looks, she feels inspired to show more of her true self. She feels seen on a deeper level. That's powerful. And of course, physical attraction plays a part, but not the way most think. It's not just about looks. It's about energy, how you move, speak, and carry yourself. Some of the most magnetic men aren't traditionally handsome, but their confidence, humor, and purpose make them irresistible. Real attraction grows from how you make her feel in your presence. Now, here's where so much dating advice gets it wrong. Fake confidence. Trying to act confident is easy to spot, and it never works for long. True confidence is quiet, natural, and comes from living a life you're genuinely proud of. When you love what you do, have clear goals, and take care of yourself, that energy radiates. People can feel it. Next comes emotional safety. While mystery sparks attraction, emotional security builds love. It's the trust that lets her relax and be herself. It's knowing you're grounded, consistent, and not going to disappear when things get tough. The best men combine both, excitement and reliability. They're adventurous, but emotionally steady. And finally, understand the difference between wanting someone and needing someone. Wanting comes from abundance. You're fulfilled and simply want to share your life. Needing comes from lack. You're trying to fill a void. Women sense that difference instantly. When you're at peace with yourself, you come across as relaxed and genuine. When you're desperate, it shows. That's why self-development isn't just dating advice, it's life advice. When you're building your own world, you naturally attract people who want to be part of it. Attraction isn't a one-time event. It's a process. It's something that unfolds slowly through shared experiences, tension, laughter, and emotional connection. You can't rush it, and you can't fake it. You can only create the space where it grows naturally. So stop trying to convince someone to like you. Instead, live a life that convinces them through experience. Don't give everything too soon. Let curiosity do its work. Don't chase endlessly. Let her invest too. When you understand human nature, you stop fighting it. And that's when everything changes. Because real attraction doesn't happen by accident. It happens when you become the kind of person who naturally draws people in. Not by chasing love, but by becoming someone worth loving.